into part 1. We did something different this week.
Yeah.
We did like a little celebrity gossip type vid. EO.
Yeah.
So part 2.
Oh, did you keep on calling?
Period. Period. That's my dog, period. Alright, my mom is lit. Mom! Excuse my ratchet mother. Alright, guys, so in part 2, we're going to talk about, we seen this post, and it said, if your husband and your father are arguing, your husband tells you, come on, babe, let's go. Your father says, sit your ass down. The fuck you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I feel like it has a lot to do, I want to say, with like what they're arguing about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
because they could be playing. Like, they could be playing. I feel like I would only get in between the argument if I feel like it's getting heated. If I feel like it's getting a little bit too heated, then I'll get in between and be like, okay, you need to go this way, you need to go that way. But I don't think that I would leave, because I would just separate them and then like just make sure that my dad is okay, make sure that my husband is okay. Because when we come back for another family event, I don't need them to have that same that tension from each other because of the shit that they had going on beforehand.
I feel like, for one, they shouldn't be arguing, period. But
right, because that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be about like something sports. Like, sports that's not a real argument.
But I'm saying, he's not gonna be like, if they argue about sports, your daddy not gonna be like, no, you stay here, and your husband gonna be like, no, babe, get your ass in the car.
So what the fuck they arguing about?
It could be like, nigga, I don't like the way that you talking to her, or something like that. Something like that. And it's just like, yes, you still want to respect your dad, but at the end of the day, you're not going to, like, you're not married to your dad. You know what I'm saying? And if you want the relationship to work with your husband, you kind of have to. You gotta, like, dad, like, I love you.
Not right.
But
Yeah.
It's tough because it's like your father has the best interest for you. Period. Like, you know, he don't want to see somebody doing his daughter wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, this is the person that I chose to be with, so this is the person that I have to listen to, and like.
I get it. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that way. I feel like it really just depends on what they're arguing about. It really just depends on what they're arguing about. For me to, and it's like so hard to say take sides, but it's like in that sense, depending on what the argument is about, that's my husband. That's my husband, and I feel like at the end of the day, he would also have my best interest at heart.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like how we feel like our fathers would have our husband will also have our best interest.
That's true too. Have you seen that video of Emily and Fab when they were arguing, like, and then her dad was So like, if that was the scenario,
but I feel like in that situation, because I feel like her dad was in that because he knew that, weren't they arguing because Fabulous was beating on her? Mm-hmm. I feel like in that situation, he knew that, you know, his daughter was getting beat on, right. You know? And I felt like she was very on Fab. I wouldn't say she was on Fab's side, but she wasn't really taking sides, you know? And I feel like with me, no niggas don't put their hands on me regardless. Period. I have crazy cousins, uncles, that's ready to go, you know?
TTG.
Like, they TTG and don't even have a man yet.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I know with me, when it comes to me, it's just like, I feel like she called her father to come there, or her father was there because of something that she said.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's telling her father about what's going on in their relationship, she automatically picks sides then. Like, why are you telling your father is automatically? I feel like your father is supposed to take the defense side because some man is putting their hands on their daughter. So it's like she automatically took sides then when she told her father.
That's true. That's true.
And it would be the same way with me. If a man put his hands on me, I'm calling my dad, my cousins, my uncles. Like, you got me fucked up.
Yeah. But, like, even if you, like, okay, so if you call your dad or whatever, if it was a situation like that, and then who are you going home with? Are you going home with your dad, or are you going home with your husband? Like, do you expect things to be okay with your husband? Because if he wanted to beat your ass before you told your dad and before you got your dad involved, he's really gonna want to beat your ass after he done had to go through this shit with your dad, and then you wanna go home with him? Oh, bitch.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I always say that I don't want to say what I would do in a situation when I've never been in it, but I know in a situation like that, a lot of women say you never know until you actually been in it, you know?
Yeah.
But I can't take a man beating on me.
Right.
I'm not going to be able to do that. So if I'm calling my dad in defense, like, Dad, come save me.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm not calling my dad just because, like, just to lollygag and tell him what the fuck's going on. Like, no. I'm calling my dad, like, Dad, come save me.
Yeah.
Like, I would even call my mom, my aunts, my cousins. My female cousins, like, come save me. And I'm going home with them. Like, I'm not about to stay in a relationship that I know is going to ruin me.
That's true.
I'm not going to be, I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Because it's like, once the guy, like, disrespects you to that level, to the point where he put his hands on you, it's kind of like, he's probably more than likely not telling us he ain't going to do it again. Like,
he's definitely going to do it again. And then the fact that you call, like, all of these people, and you're to come and save you, come and help you.
Mm-hmm.
The fact, so all these people know that he beating on you.
Right.
Of course he's gonna do it again. The fuck?
Yeah.
Especially if he knows that you went back home with him, and you ain't leave him and go with your. Of course he's gonna do it again. No, I can't put myself. I will not. That's one thing, and I don't like to say what I would do in a situation I've never been in, but in a situation like that. No, I'm sorry. Like,
it's not happening. I guess, like, it definitely depends on. I feel like the only way, if your husband and your dad are arguing, I feel like it's your position to try to diffuse the situation.
Yeah, definitely.
But I feel like if it's not something as serious to the point where he is putting his hands on me or he is disrespecting me, then I'm gonna have to go home with my husband. Like,
but I feel like in that sense, the only way that it would be something like that is if you told your father. And then, like, it goes back to saying again, if you told your father, you're telling your father to come and save you.
Yeah, if you get your father involved,
if you get anyone in your family involved.
But he could have been involved. Like, you could have just been at your dad's house or whatever, and he heard your husband say something to you. I was like,
and then, like, he didn't know.
Yeah, and then, like, he just heard on his own, and he gets himself involved.
Yeah.
And then, so I feel like at that point, it would be either your position to be like, Dad, you know, like, don't worry about it, or I got it, or whatever, to still diffuse it.
But then that opens the door, because it's like, your dad is just being a dad. He's like, I see those signs, and those signs are leading to someone hurting my daughter.
Yeah.
So that's why he's putting himself in that situation. But in that sense, yeah, especially if my dad didn't know what was going on, I would definitely, like, try and diffuse the situation and just be like, come on, babe, let's leave.
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough.
It is tough. It is really tough.
What if they were arguing because, like, y'all had kids, right? And your husband had been drinking, and
you
then,
just brought kids into the situation.
Yeah, I did.
Oh shit.
Because I thought about like, okay, so your husband had been drinking, and he like hit your kid for doing something, and then your dad sees it, and he get into it like with him, like, don't put your hands on him, you've been drinking, you don't know how hard you're hitting him, like all of that.
So my husband been drinking?
Yeah, your husband's drunk, and then he like hits your child because the child did something, whatever the child did. He may have deserved to get hit, you know?
Right. I feel like in that sense, that's my husband's child. That's not my dad's child.
Yeah.
So it's like it's my husband's position to
discipline the child.
Exactly. It's not on my dad's
position. Because my granddad said one day, he was like, if I see my mom's husband or whatever put his hands on my brother or whatever, he was basically just saying like he was gonna be mad and shit like that. And I'm just thinking in my head like, I mean, you can be mad, but you can't really like. You can't. That's his child. Like,
exactly.
What are you gonna do?
He can only. But if it, then again, it always just depends on the situation. Like if it's like a situation where I feel like if I feel like he shouldn't put his hands on him, then I would say something. Right. But it's not for my dad to say something. Yeah, no, because that's not my dad's child. That's my husband's child. Mm-hmm. That's me and my husband's child.
So basically, the moral of the story is just to like know your place. Like
exactly, know your place.
Yeah.
Know your place. And on that note, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this. We did shit a little differently this week. This was kind of cool.
It was.
It really flowed. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And always don't forget to follow all of our Instagram accounts right after this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and getting us to 100 freaking subscribers!
Yay! 50 more, and we're doing our giveaway.
We're doing a giveaway at 150 subscribers. We're not going to tell you guys what the fucking giveaway is. Just make sure you fucking subscribe because it's just going to be fucking lit.
Bye, guys.
Bye.